All right, everybody, welcome to quarantine workout number 36. Let's get started with general warm-up and get through your general warm-up. Don't worry, I'll wait. Once you get through your general warm-up, pause this video and then come back to it because we are going to do the walkouts and corrective squats together. And I'll tell you why. That's because the walkouts today, we're going to go 10 walkouts and obviously 10 corrective squats, 10 and 10. We're going to go 10 walkouts with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 push-ups. It's going to be 55 push-ups. That's called a permutation, I'm pretty sure. Or is that a summation? I don't remember. I haven't taken high school math in a while. Perhaps one of you can tell me in the comments below. So go ahead. I'm not wearing a watch. Go ahead. It's called dramatic effect. And finish up your general warm-up and then come right back here. And then we're going to do these walkouts and corrective squats together. Don't worry. I'll wait. Okay. I'm glad you're back. Here we go. 10 and 10. And begin. 1. Next is 2. 2. Next is 3. There's 3. I still feel good. 4. 5. That's halfway, right? It feels like halfway until you know you got to do more every time. 6. Piece of cake. 3 more. Last 2. Oh. Oh, and let's finish up with 10. Here we go. And there you go. There's 10 and 10 corrective squats. 1. Oh, you get the point. Finish up those 10 corrective squats on your own, and then we'll get to circuit number 1. Oh, you're done. Finally. Man, that woke me up. Anyway, so circuit number 1, we're going to go through this 5 rounds. What we're going to do is, we're going to start with this TRX here. We're going to do our dolphin soup, right? Now, if you don't have a TRX, honestly, here's a foam roller. You could do this with a foam roller. What I really want you to make sure that you're doing, though, is plantar flexing your feet. So if I'm doing this with a foam roller, here I am. Remember, recovery. I got to have my knees bent, because if my knees are straight, I can't get that much. Honestly, this is okay, but if I pull this in, I get the knees bent a little bit, that's going to give me a little bit more extension here. And you notice when I press, I have the roller at my heels, and when I press and I bring myself up, I'm pulling that roller towards me. So it's going to roll from my heels to my toes, and then I release. So you can do this with a foam roller. Now, really, it's best to do this with a TRX. So I'm going to plantar flex because now I can keep pressure on the balls of my feet the whole time, right? I don't want my foot too deep in the strap. I really want to be pushing down with the ankle joint. So I put the feet in, balls of the feet on the strap, make sure it's nice and even, set myself up, and there's my dolphin soup. Plus here, when each of these straps is independently anchored, I can make sure that I'm using my hip adductors to keep my legs together because that's going to be an important part of your dolphin kick as well. So I like the TRX, but a foam roller also works really well, or even a med ball if you have one, or a stability ball. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. So don't let lack of equipment be an excuse. not to do this move because this is a very important move for the back kick of the dolphin kick. And it's all about keeping your legs straight and getting your hips in front of that line between your heels and your shoulders. And once you finish that, we're gonna go into dolphin dips, right? So, this is my tricep dip bar. I have not installed that today. Good, I don't need it. Here's the table, right? Put my hands on the table, get onto my toes, and this is all I gotta do. I'm gonna go dolphin dips for 20 as well. Everything is gonna be 20 here. From there, I'm gonna go into streamline crunches because right now I got the back kick from the hips. So I'm using my back, I'm using my hips, I'm using my hamstrings, I'm using my calves, I'm even using the bottoms of my feet. And then when I go to these dolphin dips, it's really all about the triceps. That's not even involved in dolphin kick. And the quads, and then a really, really great dynamic stretch to the top of the feet. Right there, that's that plantar flexion, right? Well, an orthodox plantar flexion. But I really want to make sure that I'm using the body as well. So now I do streamline crunches. I'm gonna lay back, I'm gonna streamline, and your streamline, I don't care what anybody has told you. I don't care what you think you know about the streamline. You need to streamline. Tight behind your head, chin down, connect your arms with your head, reach your shoulders up, and really make this area tight. If you want, you can ask me. We'll get into more detail on this, but just trust me. This is how you want to streamline. Level up. Use it during this quarantine period. Level up your streamline. Here's the streamline. I lay back, straight legs, abs engaged, spine against the floor, and I'm gonna plantar flex here, push the toes down together, and I'm just going to crunch up. I'm gonna go that for 20. Streamline crunches, 20 reps. Once I finish that, I'm gonna go into a kneeling jump plus a high tuck jump. Now, what I want you to do, this is not your basic track athlete high tuck jump. I see a lot of people doing all kinds of different things. I'm gonna tell you right now, full disclosure, I've never tried this before. This might be a complete fail, and if it is a fail, I'm not gonna edit it out. I've seen a lot of this going around, a single leg high tuck jump. Let's see if I can do that. Already I feel a little unstable. All right, my left foot touched the ground. All right, I'm not a track athlete. I failed. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna try to do it right the next time. But what I want from you, if you're a swimmer, this is what I want. It's not about just getting your knees up quick and being low right here. I wanna push on the tops of my feet. I want to grow up out of the ground and then have a quick switch into a high tuck jump. So if you're a swimmer, not everybody is, but if you're a swimmer, I want you to push up. So you can see it's about creating this connection, driving the quads. It's a little bit different. Doesn't mean it's any less valuable, right? It depends what your focus is. But if you're a swimmer, you want to be able to drive the top of the foot into the ground and be strong through this plantar flexion, right? That's a very swimmer-specific type of strength. And if you're a track athlete, honestly, that is not going to help you at all. But if you're a swimmer, that's going to be very, very, very important to your game. So work it, right? There's a way to do it. Depends on what your sport is, what your specificity is. The way that you should work that move depends on what you're trying to get out of it. All right, so you're gonna do that into a high tuck jump. You're gonna go 4 reps of that. Once you finish that, we're gonna go into circuit number 2. Circuit number 2, we're gonna use a kettlebell. Let's grab a kettlebell. We're gonna go squat high pulls. Let's get you out of the way. We're gonna go squat high pull, 20 reps. Once you finish 20 reps, you got pushing daisies. I love this move. This is good for swimmers and track athletes alike, and everybody in between. Those are really the 2 extremes, right? Then I'm gonna go, and hey, I've said this in public, and I won't back down. If you have an argument against this, go ahead and bring it to me. Best vertical jumpers in order from best to third best. I'm not gonna say worst. Best to third best. Best vertical jumpers. track jumping athletes. Guys, specificity here. Second best, volleyball players. I know, volleyball players. Third best, basketball players, right? If you're a basketball player, don't be offended by that, but definitely look at some YouTube videos of volleyball players. You will see some verticals that you didn't think existed, and it's not because you're not a great jumper. It's because your sport is more aerobic than volleyball. And being an aerobic athlete is going to subtract a little bit from your ability to create explosive power like what you need to have a maximum vertical. So don't take it personally, but just look at the facts, man. Go ahead and check it out for yourself. Anyways, once you finish those high pulls, you've got pushing daisies. So I'm gonna go all the way down into my pocket here. I'm gonna go up, quarter squat, and back down. Halfway up, quarter down. 3/4 up, all the way down. Sorry, I should be all the way down every time. Fully up, fully down, and then you're gonna jump as high as you can. So when I do that for reals, it's gonna look like this. Quarter, half, 3/4, full, up to the toes on that one, and then jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, and you're gonna do that 5 times. Pushing daisies, 5 times. After you finish that, you got body row. Let's bring these up. And we're gonna go pretty high reps on this. Go 20 reps. So for some of you, you might be able to pull your full body weight on the first round, and you might have to ease up a little bit on the subsequent rounds. Some of you might be able to go full body weight, full round, but make sure you're not starting to get into this kind of thing. That is a CrossFit body row. CrossFit body row has no place in sports. So make sure your body row is what this is what CrossFit people call strict. Strict means that that's something extra. No. This is the baseline. If you want to have an A, this is not graded on a curve, baby. If you want to have a grade A body row, you got to keep your body stiff. And if you can't do all the reps, then you are just not strong enough yet. Step back, make it a little bit lighter, but don't start to throw your hips around and get this kind of thing going on, because that has no place in building strength for sport, right? Be strict all the time. It's just called being disciplined. Come on. After you finish your body row, overhead tricep extensions, again, I want to see that great body position. And we are, again, going 20 reps. So don't be hanging back here doing this kind of thing. You're not fooling anybody. Step out, keep your body straight. You want to start, remember we did Supermans yesterday. You want to start off from that Superman position. Bring the hands back and extend straight up. You want to be here every time, not down here, all right? Make sure you're doing this right. Guys, there's a lot of reps. You noticed it's always going to be more or less 20 reps for 5 rounds. We're going 100 reps. I want 100 quality reps. Hold yourselves accountable. Have good technique. And get out there and be somebody. Get some.